Hey guys, welcome back to Tiger Rag Audibles podcast. This is Camryn Conner. Today I'll be starting a new segment that I call CC Starting 5, going over 5 newsworthy things going around LSU. Before I start, I want to thank our sponsor, Pawpaw's Campers and Cars. That's pawpawsrvs.com, 1-800-728-CAMP, 1-800-728-2267. I'll be back after this commercial break.
Hey neighbors, we're not that far from where you are. Make that short drive to Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune and see our Wildwood, Catalina, Sportsman, and Zinger trailer lines and our Rockwood and Heritage Glen fifth wheel lines. From Houma to Hammond, Biloxi to Jackson, and Mobile and Pensacola, we're not that far from where you are. Come and see us.
You're gonna love the way we deal. Pawpaw's Camper City in Picayune. You're gonna love the way we deal.
This is Camryn with Tiger Rag Audibles podcast. Welcome back. Let's dive into our starting 5. First up, Jayden Daniels has been moved to number 3 in the running for the Heisman Trophy award, stuffing the stat sheet once again this past Saturday, this time in a dominant 62-0 win over Army. Daniels completed 11 of 15 passes for 279 yards and 3 touchdowns, while also adding a score on the ground, only playing in one half of the game. The do-it-all senior quarterback has now totaled more than 3,000 yards and 30 touchdowns through 8 games this season. More updates on the Heisman odds are to come after LSU goes head-to-head with Alabama on November 4th in Tuscaloosa. Speaking about LSU and Alabama going head-to-head, this year they'll be on prime time on CBS. LSU and Alabama last played on CBS primetime game in 2020 in Tuscaloosa. The LSU-Alabama contest has been featured in primetime on CBS 9 times since the Tigers won the classic 9-6 overtime thriller in Bryant-Denny Stadium in 2011. This year, LSU is ranked number 15 in both polls, while Alabama is number 8 in the coaches poll and number 9 in the AP poll. And looking back at last year, LSU did beat the Crimson Tide 32-31 in overtime in Tiger Stadium. The 3-star cornerback / safety P.J. Woodland was sold on LSU after being committed to an in-state school. Woodland, who recently dropped his commitment to Mississippi State, was on LSU's campus the past 2 weeks for unofficial visits. He watched the Tigers defeat Auburn in a 48-18 game and Army 62-0 game, and during that stretch decided he wanted to commit to being a Tiger. The Tigers increased their commitment total to 24 in their current class. Woodland is a great addition. He's a consensus number 19 athlete nationally and number 18 prospect in his home state. He was responsible for 38 tackles, 7 interceptions, and 4 pass breakups in 2022. The addition of Woodland improves LSU's national team ranking to number 11 per On3 and number 12 according to 247 Sports. One last thing about LSU football, LSU's running back Trey Hawley was named SEC Freshman of the Week. Trey Hawley made his debut, a memorable one that is. He is a true freshman from Farmerville, Louisiana. He rushed for 91 yards on 6 carries, averaging 15.2 yards a carry. His 67-yard touchdown put the finishing touches on the 62-0 win over Army and sent the Tigers over the 200-yard mark for rushing yards in the 4th straight game this season. Hawley's SEC honor is the 6th for a Tiger this year as he joins quarterback Jayden Daniels, who's been named the league's Offensive Player of the Week 3 times, Malik Neighbors, SEC Offensive Player of the Week, and Emory Jones, SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week. In other news for LSU sports, LSU volleyball ended a 4-match losing streak Sunday with a 3-0 sweep at Alabama. The Tigers, 8-10, moved into 8th place at the Southeastern Conference with a 3-5 conference record. Paige Flickinger recorded a season-high 14 kills, and freshman Journey Robinson contributed a double-double, which both helped LSU's volleyball win. LSU turned back Alabama by scores of 25-21, 25-23, and 25-20 at Foster Auditorium, extending the losing streak of the Crimson Tide to 9 matches. LSU had to come back from deficits of 10-6 and 16-11, and later went on 5-0 run to grab an 18-16 lead. The Tigers closed the set with a 4-1 run, led by 7 kills from Flickinger and 5 from Robinson, who added a solo block.
People come from everywhere to Pawpaw's Campers and Cars. Pawpaw's Campers and Cities. Pawpaw's Campers and Cars of people.
And we're going to let it go for I forgot.
Take the whole family over to Picayune. We got something for you. All right. What else we going to say?
PawpawsNicePrice.com.
That's probably all we need to say.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to our 26th episode. This is Camryn Conner, and I hope you guys enjoyed the first segment of CC's Starting 5. I'll be back later this week with additional programmings, including some interviews that we're working on. Before we go, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Pawpaw's Campers and Cars. That's pawpawsrvs.com, 1-800-728-CAMP, 1-800-728-2267. All right, that's all for today. Have a great rest of y'all's week.